Once boasting nearly 3,500 riders on more than 40 floats, the Krewe of Nyx is now a sliver of their former selves. Good evening and thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Cherise Gibson.
And I'm Devin Bartolotta. Founded in 2011, the Krewe first rolled that following year with around 500 riders.
They hit Super Krewe status just 4 years later and held their largest parade in 2020, but their fall was swift.
Yeah, that summer, members left by the thousands after controversy over a post from the Krewe's captain. And when parades returned after the pandemic, membership was near the bare minimum.
Today, Councilmember J.P. Morrell criticized the Krewe. Whitney Miller explained why he wants their parade canceled, and we have the Krewe's response.
In recent years, the Mystic Krewe of Nyx has faced some problems.
We're rebuilding, and I think if you want to build a sisterhood, we're the crew to build it with.
This February, both riders and viewers were noticeably sparse compared to a robust showing in 2020. That same year, the Krewe faced backlash when its captain posted on social media, "All lives matter." In the months following, thousands of members resigned. That low attendance and ridership were the base argument for Councilman J.P. Morrell, who is poised to strip the Krewe of its parade permit in 2025.
In the ordinances, these contracts between the city and the Krewe's, that if you bring the party, if you follow the law, we will subsidize Mardi Gras.
Morrell says Nyx hasn't met those requirements, citing them as one of 4 Krewe's that failed to have enough marching bands.
In the case of Nyx, that is more serious because they did not reach the requirement in 2023 and they more egregiously missed it this year.
And Morrell says the Krewe violated an ordinance that prohibits the solicitation of memberships when they toss throws with QR codes attempting to recruit parade goers.
If as a Krewe you cannot maintain the membership necessary to parade during Mardi Gras, it is your job to give up the spot for someone who can.
In a statement, an attorney for the Krewe of Nyx said revoking the parade license for the Krewe of Nyx would be akin to giving a life sentence for a parking ticket. He went on to say the threatened enforcement action against Nyx seems to be selective and arbitrary. There has been no due process and the immediate conclusion of an alleged violation in an authoritative manner. It appears that the council president is singling out the Krewe of Nyx based on perceived differences in the prior expressions of political views. In New Orleans, Whitney Miller, WWL, Louisiana.
You can read their attorney's full statement on our website, WWLTV.com. We also asked that lawyer about the status of a class action lawsuit in which former members claimed their dues were mishandled. He said a settlement is pending.